sun, chariot of fire, burning with desire as he runs the race. Half light, the moon is always knowing.
The earth is your friend. Loneliness on this planet today is at its all-time high. But one thing that you can make your friend before you're ready to find human friends and a human tribe is the earth herself. The earth can be your guide no matter how alone you feel or how connected you feel to others. But you can start by feeling more connected by becoming connected to the earth. So how can we do this? How can we become more connected to the earth? We have to start by realizing that we are disconnected from her. Usually when we come out to play on a beach or play in the forest, we're thinking about our daily lives. We're thinking about what we want to do when we get home. We may stop and be like, oh, that's so beautiful. And there may be this huge recharge that we feel from going into nature. But we need to pump that up even more. How can we make ourselves even more connected to the earth, and therefore that super recharge you feel when you get into nature can be accelerated tenfold? It starts by getting your hands dirty. You want to literally touch and feel as much as possibly is safe. That means that if you're able to stick your feet in the water, stick your feet in the water. If you're able to touch your feet on the sand, touch your feet on the sand. If you're able to use your hands to touch a tree or to touch leaves, do that. You want to walk around immersing yourself in the elements. Not just seeing things and seeing the overall view and being like, oh, that's so beautiful. No, feel how beautiful it is. Energetically go up to things like sand and be like, okay, I feel in my heart how amazing this is. What you want to do is you want to imagine a golden spiel of thread coming out your heart chakra that is reeled through your arm all the way to the tips of your fingers coming through your hand on both sides. And you're going to walk around touching things and allowing yourself to connect yourself to those things to physically feel the connection to everything else as you go by. So you're walking up to a tree and you're touching this feel to it, therefore connecting yourself to that tree to you. You go up to the next tree, you do the same thing. Therefore, you are now connected to that tree to that tree. And it's a way to be physically guided by the earth around you and to feel the physical geography of the world around you on a much deeper level. And it'll be a way for you to be led your attention to certain things like, oh, that rock right there really wants my attention. Or, oh, there's that entrance that I didn't see before to the water. Or there's, you'll feel more of the callings. And the more you connect that feel of golden thread to every area that you touch, the more you'll also be reminded on your walk to get out of your own head, to find presence, and to really receive nature. Why are we thinking about our day-to-day things when we're in nature? It can be helpful sometimes if you're trying to reboot certain things in your life and get a different perspective on them. But if you're just constantly consumed in your day-to-day things when you're in nature, you're not getting the most out of nature. You want to really let nature reboot you and be that connection to the physical world, because the earth is a part of our life here on earth, and it's a part of what we're meant to feel connected to. And humans have become so disconnected from the earth. The more we live in our cement buildings and our wooden buildings and our metal buildings, the more we live in the cities and the more time that we spend surrounding ourselves by the man-made world and not returning to what is natural about this world, which is humanity, animals, and the earth herself. So what you want to do is, when you first enter the nature, you want to really find a place that feels really special and important to you, and you really want to close your eyes and feel into your body. And you want to energetically feel into, what am I holding onto from my day-to-day life in this moment? It could be sadness, it could be pain, it could be, things like this. And sometimes it's important to let nature help you feel your pain specifically. And sometimes it's important to feel your pain at a different time and use nature to just reboot yourself. So if it's one of those times where you need nature to just reboot yourself, then what you want to do is really somatically feel into what energy is running through my body. Does it have a color? Does it have a movement? Does it have a sound? Does it have a sensation? What does it feel like? Or what metaphorical representation reminds me of it? Like maybe it feels like gray clouds or buzzing bees or an internal tsunami that's going on. Find something that gives a real stability to what exactly is that tangible thing that's moving through your body on an emotional level. And then what you want to do is you want to allow yourself to absorb your consciousness and focus into the base of the earth. Go all the way down to the roots, all the way down through the worms and the rocks and the bugs and all of the life living deep, 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 juicy down there. And then what you want to do is you want to pull and get a signature on what that energy with the earth energy would look like. Maybe it would look like brown to you. Maybe you would see a representation of the physical land around you coming through the earth. And you want to allow that earth energy to come through the base of your feet and start pouring in from the earth, running up your ankles, running up your legs, and pushing out that other energy. You're going to have so much of that earth energy, and this is really great to do if you can even be barefoot in this moment, but if your shoes are on, that's fine too. And you really want to just push that energy up through your body until it gets up, 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 all the way to where your arms are and where your chest is. And you're going to push all of that energy through your arms and through your hands until everything that you were carrying before you entered nature comes into a ball in your hands. So for instance, I may now literally have a ball full of gray clouds in my hands, or I may have a ball of buzzing bees in my hand. You want to have the sky above you, the blue sky above you, or the cloudy sky above you, whatever kind of sky is above you. You want to have that start streaming its own energy through the top of your head, and still continuing to push that leftover energy down, 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 all the way to your chest, through your arms, to push out the last of the residual energy. What you then want to do is you want to put that ball of energy into a river to float away, or back into the earth, so you can literally put that ball of energy right down onto the soil, right down onto the sand, something like that, or whatever nature you have around you. You can intuitively be guided to where that ball of energy needs to go in order to leave you and let you have the peace that you need. Once you're more ready to reflect on nature and be more connected to nature and be more connected to the earth, you can close your eyes and have a moment of peace and ask if there's any messages that the earth would like to send you. And then continue to walk around and explore and feel the earth all around you and inside of you. As you continue to walk around, what you really want to do is just allow yourself to continue to get guided messages from the earth at different moments, and stay and maintain that connection to the earth. And every time you physically touch something, whether it be water or a tree, really take a moment to connect to the energetic being or the energetic consciousness you are touching and connecting to. And again, is there any messages this being has for me? We can feel far less alone in our reality, no matter how alone we feel in our day-to-day lives. And this doesn't mean that you don't have people around you. Sometimes we can have lots and lots of people around us, and we have intimacy problems, or they have intimacy problems, or there's conflict, or there's just different things that make it harder for us to be like, okay, things are good. I can feel your connection. And so it's this process where we constantly feel like we're being pushed away or pushing others away. And nature is that first resource of consciousness that can really feel that void of loneliness within you to give you the courage of stability in order to go seek your human tribe. Animals are really great for this too. The more animals you connect with, the less alone you're going to feel as well. But you really want to meet your need for connection through the earth herself, and to feel any loneliness being filled up by the earth in and of itself. Just allow yourself to feel completely surrounded and held and contained by the earth. The earth is your friend if you will let her be your friend. Connect to her again.